Section 2, Optimizing Transfer. Let's piece together how medicine ball training actually transfers to the field. The primary goal is to develop three-dimensional power using integrated upper body and total body movements that emphasize the ability to generate, transfer, and resist rotational forces. So with med ball training, we see an improved coordination in movements, demanding high rate of force development in three planes of motion. It's difficult to move fast and generate force. But with medicine ball training, we start to expose the athletes to similar speeds that they're going to experience on the field. If we think about change of direction to linear acceleration, we can start matching that with the perpendicular throw. So in change of direction, the athlete will have to cut, load the trail leg, decelerate their body, re-accelerate and transfer force to the opposite leg to get back to the linear direction. That's the exact same feeling we're trying to replicate when we do a perpendicular throw up against the wall. The second benefit is we see an improved ability to control and decelerate rotational forces in a diversity of positions. Again, we have to prepare our athletes to accept force 360 degrees, and depending on where we throw that medicine ball, again, we can start matching those demands. And finally, we can improve kinetic linking through enhancing the ability to generate and transfer force through the body. We have to give them opportunities to feel and understand efficient movement. And they could only truly experience kinetic linking if they have the intention to move fast and moving at 100%. So here's an example of transfer. We see that the movement starts with the lower limb generating force at 7.1 meters per second. The force then travels up the chain, creating speeds upwards to 905 degrees per second, ultimately delivering force of 7,000 newtons in elite kickboxers. So here with the baseball swing, we see that the trail leg is initiating the movement, and the front leg is posting, transferring that force from the hips through the torso, shoulder, and finally the bat. This study examined the effect of a 12-week medicine ball training program on high school baseball players and found that adding total body rotational med ball training to a periodized resistance program results in superior rotational strength and rotational ball throwing performance compared to the same program without. So here's a key takeaway and reason to incorporate a strong, purposeful medicine ball training program into your system. During conventional barbell training, at least 24 to 52% of the movement can be spent decelerating the bar. And this doesn't happen with medicine ball training due to the ballistic nature and the ability to release the ball. So when possible, find something to throw. Injury prevention. Let's look at some benefits. The secondary goal of medicine ball training is to decrease the risk of injury through increased tolerance to stretch loads at various speeds, loads, and directions. So with med ball training, we see an improved ability to transfer energy through the joints and minimize energy leaks. And one thing that medicine ball training can do is make the invisible visible in terms of your movement compensations. These high-velocity movements give us an opportunity to see what the athlete might do naturally in sport. So with this, our job is to prevent movement compensations to optimize their sustainability. Another benefit is to improve the ability to control rotation and decelerate during total body rotational movements. And this is what our athlete experiences every day. So with this, we need to ensure that we're teaching our athletes how to put the brakes on when they start receiving the ball, similar to what they would feel and experience when they're cutting. So a great way to teach this is with a non-counter movement perpendicular throw. So when they receive the ball back from the wall, their primary focus is to hold that isometrically without allowing additional rotation. If we take it back to the pillar preparation presentation, we learned that energy leaks increase strain in the body, leading to a decrease in performance and an increase to injury. If we can decrease energy leaks and increase their kinetic linking, Ultimately, we can improve performance. Taking this concept to the real world, energy leaks and poor kinetic linking have been shown to be predictive of knee injuries. This study found that decreasing trunk neuromuscular control may compromise dynamic knee stability. So here we can see that medicine ball training has a distinct role in injury prevention. Let's pause and check for learning. Write down 3 to 5 sentences describing the role of medicine ball training in improving performance with rotation-dominant movements. Then write down 3 to 5 sentences describing the role of medicine ball training in preventing non-contact injuries.